What's up everyone, Danny Lining back with another War Robots video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to build up the Hades robot. And this is one of those really fun but pretty darn good robots that I like to play sometimes. Alright, here we go. We got the living legend, yeah! So when it comes to weapons, I would throw a subduer and 2 magnetars on here. This setup does really good. I tried a couple of different heavy weapons and none of them seemed to perform on this the way this one did. I had really good games with the subduer and just kind of okay games with some of the other heavy weapons. Now when it comes to the modules, we got a nuke amp, 2 immune amps, and an advanced repair. That is always really good. And you can always check the unstable conduit to see what it's currently doing. Every season that changes and does something different, but that can always be a good option depending on what that module does, and the advanced repair is really good on this guy. If you don't have those modules, I would say a nuclear amplifier and 2 balance units, or a nuke amp and 2 heavy armor kits would do you really well, because those are ones you can actually get. I know the repair amps and the nuke amps, the repair amps and the immune amps are pretty hard to get right now, but the other ones you can actually buy. When it comes to the drone, I threw the Pascal on here. Every time I hit a healing module, I'm going to get more durability or defense points or whatever. It's just going to make the robot a lot stronger every time I hit the healing module up to, I think, 8 stacks. And if you don't have this drone, just kind of throw whatever on there, something to give him more durability, or, you know, even a beak to make him go into stealth every time he takes too much damage is good, but just some sort of durability drone works really well on this robot. When it comes to the pilot, we have Lillian, which gives him an extra 100 meter range on the built-in weapon. So Hades does have a built-in weapon that's pretty darn strong. It fires 3 shots off, and it normally has 500 meter range, but this pilot gives him 100 more meters. It's not a super important pilot unless you're running, you know, weapons that have 600 meter range. If your weapons are 400 or 500 meters, you don't need this pilot. You can run a Trixie Hope for extra healing or something, but I do like the extra 100 meter range. Next, I'm running Module Expert. I've got Armor Expert. I got Adamant Roadhog. I've got Destroyer. I got Adamant Guardian. I've got Roadhog, and I've got Dodger. And I would have changed a couple of these out, except for the fact that I am out of Memoriam and I can't. Stubborn Warrior is a skill that I would really love to have on there. I wouldn't mind having a Mechanic. Mechanic's pretty decent these days. So I would probably take off the 2 module skills. We got Module Expert and we got Dodger. I would remove those 2 and replace it with the 2 I just mentioned, if I had Memoriam. And I do have one of the paint jobs on here that gives him 5% more durability, which is really nice. Now, before we take this into battles, I have a question for you guys. Let me know in the comments. Would you rather see the battles first and then the build? Or would you rather see the build first and then the battles? Which way would you like it? Normally, I show you guys one game clip of just the Hades, and then I play a full game out after that. So what would you like to see first? Battles and build, or build then battles? Let me know in the comments. And let's get this thing into the gameplay, then I'll give you a full review after the gameplay. Alright, so it looks like we are loading into the moon map, and we're going to start out with Mr. Hades. I mean, this has always been one of my favorite robots for a long time. I don't play it that much anymore. It's a very balanced, very nice robot, but these days everything's so much more overpowered. You need tankier robots, but this is one of those deals where you can still play it and have a lot of fun with it. It's not like my first choice to put in my hangar, but it's definitely one of my first choices for a good time when I'm just looking for some variety to play. It's nice to have different robots. So this thing does have a shield. It's got a purple shield and a built-in weapon, and when the enemies shoot your purple shield, that charges up your weapon and makes your weapon do more damage. This guy's weakness is people who hit you with shield breaker, which is what just happened there, so I had to retreat. You really gotta watch. Oh my god, here comes a crafter. Hopefully this guy isn't really high level, or he's probably going to kick my butt. Alright, I need my shield. We got a few seconds. Come on, get back, get back. Yes. I think we're going to get him. Dead. We got a raptor. My guess is that was a low-level raptor, because raptors normally aren't that easy to kill, except for the fact that we do have a rust weapon on here that does make so the raptor can't heal, so that might have been the key to killing that guy. He was either low-level, or we rusted him to the point where he wasn't able to heal, and we took him out quick. Alright, robot number 2, I'm going to try and run around. I mean, Hades got a lot of speed, so you can sometimes avoid being shot. There are a couple more speed skills you can get for the pilot, but you're going to lose some firepower or some durability if you run those, so I don't really suggest it. I mean, he's already a really fast robot. He kind of looks like an ultimate robot when you throw this really cool paint job on there. And right now we're going to, we used our shield and there we go. Bam, bam. This weapon hits really hard, right? This weapon on the Hades hits really hard. It looks like my team is doing really well right now. This isn't really a robot I would take into competitive gameplay. Like if you're playing in a full squad and you're going up against other really high-end squads, this probably wouldn't be my first choice. They got me. We got a couple of kills that actually went really well, and that was a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and play another game and see what he does in another game. But first, if you buy something over on the WarRobots web shop, don't forget to use author code DannyLightning at checkout. That really helps support this channel, and you might find some discounts over there on the web shop. There's a link in the video description and the pinned comment. So let's get to another game. So that felt like a pretty average game that I have with the Hades. He gets a couple of kills and then somebody takes him out. Every once in a while I have one of those games where he just wrecks everything, but most of the time you get 2 or 3 kills. You know, you keep him alive for 1 or 2 minutes and then he dies. It's not a extremely strong robot, and a lot of people are running Shield Breaker these days. So right now we're using that shield to stay alive. All those shots missed, unfortunately. But the reason I like to run the Magnetars is they're very strong light weapons. Plus, if you can lock somebody down, they can't get away from your built-in weapon. A lot of people will a lot of people will run back to cover, and they will hide from your built-in weapon. And yeah, if you can lock them down, that is a very, very good thing. I mean, you could always put a lockdown module on this, but I'd prefer just to run the Magnetars because they're some of the strongest light weapons in the game, and they lock people down. All right, we got a kill right there. Bam. Now, an unstable conduit does have a shield breaker, so unfortunately, there are a lot of people out there running shield breakers right now, so that would be another really good module to run on this, as long as that module has the shield breaker. Like I said, that changes every season, so it may not always have shield breaker, but at the time I'm recording this video, it does. So that's a really, really crazy module. It's got healing and a shield breaker, which gives robots like the Hades and the Demeter and the Dagon a really hard time. Now, I think one of the reasons they're doing that is the Dagon's been a huge pain in everybody's butt with that unstoppable shield. So now you can just equip a shield breaker module and just destroy the Dagon. So yeah, anything with a shield has a really hard time thanks to that module. But we got a rampage. Bam! We smashed him up. We bashed him up. We got him. We got him. Yeah, we got him. All right, whatever. I sound like a dumb cheerleader. All right, we're going to put up our shield. Oh, it switched targets on me. Come on, targeting system. The only thing I hate is the new targeting system changes. You can pick what you want, and you can either set it up to pick the closest target to you or like the furthest. So if you got it set up for brawling, you're going to pick the closest target. And then when you're shooting people at like 400, 500, 600 meter range, it's always changing on you. It's great for up close. So I guess if you're playing team deathmatch, you want to change it to like the longer range. If you're playing brawling robots, you want to change it to the closer range, but you can't really have perfect targeting set up for both, unfortunately. Ooh, we got a living legend. Let's hit our mothership. We got ourselves a nice yellow shield. Nice yellow shield. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use my ability. I need it. My heavy weapon is gone. Oh, come on now. Come on now. That ball's running over here. Ooh, we got a nice little sniper next to me. He's going to snipe some people. And we got a lag spike. All right, this ball is going to kill me, isn't it? Shield. No, Mr. Hades. But yeah. Right now, it looks like our team is really down on beacons. Now, I don't like to show you guys just the games where we win. I don't care if we win or lose. It's all about how the robot I'm trying to show you guys performs. If the robot performed well, I'm going to show you the video, all right? I don't show you those really bad games. I mean, you have those really terrible games sometimes. I mean, I've played several games with this Hades tonight, and on the majority of them, it did pretty good. There was a few games where somebody shield braked it and took it out instantly. There was a few games where it died after, 30 seconds or a minute, but most of the games it did pretty good. So I try to pick the games that kind of show you the average, like the average of how it actually does on an everyday battle. I could just show you those really, 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 really good games where it just destroys everything, but, I try to show you the games that I think most people would actually have with it if they put it in their hanger. And that's only if you got a good build and you've got some skill, right? If you suck, you're going to suck with pretty much any robot. So this game does require skill. Some people will argue that, but a skilled player with a decent robot and weapon setup can destroy an unskilled player with the best of everything, right? You don't have, like, for example, you saw me take out that raptor, I think all by myself. So either that guy wasn't playing it right or it wasn't leveled up or something, but a skilled player with the best of the best is dangerous. A unskilled player, I don't care what he has, I'm going to kick his butt most of the time, right? Sometimes he may get the best of me, but most of the time, wait, there's titans everywhere. All right, this is terrible. This is terrible. What am I going to do here? Somehow it looks like I am beating up the titans, but we got a major problem, which is my team is not getting enough beacons. If you look at the beacon bar, that is a very bad sign. So dear team, get the beacons. I got 2 titans over here. Gosh, dang it. Oh. All right, we're going to bring in the new titan. I've been trying out all kinds of different weapons on this new titan, and it's very squishy. It dies very easily. I do have a traditional skill on it right now. What I notice is this titan, I don't know. It's hit and miss. It doesn't do enough damage to titans with repair amplifiers that are charged up. If you can shoot a titan that just spawned in, you'll probably take it out really fast. But once another titan gets his repair amplifiers charged up, this robot's going to have a really hard time taking out the other titans. So you got to get them quick. The new titan's really fun. I really enjoy playing it. It's definitely not as good as something like the Eiffel though. So I think the Bedwar is probably better. The Eiffel's better. That's not bad. 8.5 million damage, 4 assists, 11 kills, and 2 beacons. I will take it. Yes, I will. So those were some really fun games. The Hades did really well tonight, but in my opinion, the Hades is one of those deals where it's a little bit balanced. It's not one of the stronger robots in the game, but if you know how to play it and you're not going up against like a full meta squad, you can have a lot of fun with this robot. It's really good. I really like it. I really love playing it, and I probably should play this robot more often. Now, I did play this in some squad battles last night with the RH guys, and of course it didn't do as good. The games were a little bit hit and miss. Sometimes it did pretty well, sometimes it just did okay, sometimes it got blown up into little pieces really quickly, but for what it is, it does really well for an older robot. And it's nice to have some variety in your hangers. So this is one of those deals where if you've already got some really good robots and you got a nice hanger set up and you're looking for some variety, the Hades is one of the perfect robots to throw in there for a little bit of fun every once in a while, just so you have something different to play. So I really like the Hades. I still think it's a really good robot, but it's not, top notch. I would give it about an 8 out of a 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give the Hades an 8. I still love it. It wouldn't be my first choice, but it's definitely one of my first choices for an alternative fun robot to play, just because it's super fun and it's pretty darn good still. Now, if you had one of these in the lower leagues or the mid leagues, this would probably just wreck people. If you build it up and level it up enough for your league, I think this would do great. Once you get to the champion league, it's a little bit hit and miss, but still very playable if you're good with it. That's one of the things about this game is you got to learn to play your robots. You got to learn to, use your weapons, your robots, use cover, play with tactics. You got to know when to rush in, when not to rush in, when to retreat. There's a lot of factors in this game that a lot of new players don't understand yet. So, I know a lot of guys who spent money. They spent thousands of dollars to just build the best of the best hanger down in the lower leagues. They would spend, I know a couple of guys who seriously spent like $20,000 or $30,000 on this game. I don't know how you spend that much on a game that quickly, but I know a couple people who have done it. They moved up in the champion league really fast, and when they got there, they realized, even though I've got this top of the line hanger, I don't know how to play it. Everybody's kicking my butt. So it does take experience. A lot of people think it's just no skill once you're maxed out, but it takes experience. You could have the best of the best, and if you don't know how to play it, you're going to get wiped out. That's 100% truth right there. But if you've got the best of the best and you know how to play it, then you're a very, very dangerous player. Or if you've got decent stuff and you know how to play it, you're a very dangerous player, because there's a lot of people who don't know how to play it. And if you do, even if you got decent stuff, you'll just wipe out those people who just aren't good at the game yet. So it takes a lot of experience and a lot of time to really learn your robots and master this weapon and that robot and learn the different types of gameplay and stuff. But anyways, I guess I'm rambling on at this point, and that's pretty much going to wrap up the video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to drop down the video's description or check the pinned comments for my affiliate links and the WarRobots web shop. There's some other ways to help support the channel and some links to some game news and stuff in the video's description as well. So you might want to check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are amazing. Lightning out. Have a great day, and we will catch you next time. See ya.